Hey, good morning everybody. This is Michael, aka Faithful Raider, just checking in for my HCG vlog. Today is, who knows, VLCD 20, I don't know, 21? Something like that. I don't even remember. I think it's 21. And I haven't been on for a long time. It's been over a week since, I think it's been over a week since I've checked in. So the reason, well, there's a few reasons why. Last week was very busy and pretty stressful. I was actually off work and car shopping. And if you guys have gone car shopping before, you probably can feel my pain. But finally got through it, and I bought a car and another car, and so that is out of the way. So last week I spent most of my week either at car dealerships or test driving cars or at the bank looking for loans, getting my loan taken care of, or at the amusement park with my daughter, because we went a few times last week because I was off work. So that's how my last week was, and wow, that was a long time ago. And then this whole week I've been back to work. So anyway, a big reason I haven't checked in is because there hasn't been that much going on. I've really been at a plateau for the last week. It's a little over a week. So I've just been bouncing around this. I got down to 267.4. I think last week I was 280, but then I kind of crept down a little bit. I mean, not 280, 270, 268, and I've just been bouncing around. This 267 and 268, I've been there every day for the last week. Up a little, down a little, up a little, down a little, up a little, down. And 267.4 was like a brick wall. I could not pass it. And I was like, I'll just give it time. Just give it time. I'll get through it. And yeah, it got to the point where I got really frustrated. That was, I want to say 2 days ago. I was like, okay, this is just lame. A couple days of, a little up and down, I'm not going to freak out about. An entire week, I started to freak out a little bit. So, I did have, I guess it was a cheat. It was, last Friday I went to the drive-in, and the whole day I didn't eat anything, and that night I decided I was going to take beef jerky to have. So, it'll be fine, no problem, right? I mean, anyway, so I had beef jerky, and I think from there is when my troubles began. I wasn't thinking it's going to be really high in sodium. I wasn't thinking, it's really not protocol, even though it's just protein pretty much. But from there on, for 4 days, I kind of crept up. I jumped up the next day, and then I kind of was just, back and forth, back and forth. Then on, I want to say it was Tuesday, I finally went back down to 267.4, which is where I was at before. And I was like, oh, okay, finally. I guess, like Dr. Simeon says, one mistake could cost you 3 days. Well, it cost me 4 days. And so I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, well, I can finally get down from this. Well, then the very next day, even though I was totally on protocol, I was up a pound again. For no apparent reason, I have no idea. I've been getting my water in, and I've been staying on protocol ever since that last week. So, then it went down again. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday, I was finally back down to the 267.4, where I was at a week ago. And remember, I've been on protocol for the rest of the entire time, except for that one cheat. And it was really not that big of a deal, because I would have easily been able to, eat that on phase 3 and not bother me, and because I had beef jerky a lot on phase 3 and it was just fine. And so I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was just, part of me thinks it has been one of these, you know, pounds and inches. You're not losing pounds, but you're losing inches. The reason why is because when I went on vacation, and when I came back from vacation, a lot of people that I had seen before I had gone on vacation were making comments that I looked a lot skinnier now that I'm back from vacation. And I hadn't lost a single pound in the entire time I was gone. And yeah, it was like, no, and I even told them, the people that said, well, you know, it's nice of you to say, thank you, but I haven't lost any weight since you've seen me last. And they all said, well, you look thinner. So, yeah, maybe it was the inches thing. You know, that's important. I know that's the long-term goal, is to lose the inches, but when I'm on phase 2, I want to see the scale move. So, and then my body can do the inches thing on phase 3. So, anyway, this has been a very frustrating week, but you know, I'm just like, I just need to stay on it. My body will finally get back on track. And you know, so I got my water. Every day I've been on my water. At least 3, usually 4. Yesterday was probably closer to 5 liters of water. Back taking my vitamins again. I take multivitamin and my B, I think I take a B12, and I'll take vitamin D, which I don't know why. I would take it in the winter time. I don't really need to take it in the summer because I am outside a lot, and I'm pretty sure I'm getting good levels. You know, sunshine, so my body's making, you know, anyway. So that's vitamin D, right? Yeah. Anyway, I think my vitamin D is fine, but I'm taking it anyway, just in case. So finally, yesterday I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to go back to what was working best for me my last round. Get my protein drinks going. Forget the chicken. Forget my vegetables. Because I've been doing like, I've been eating my chicken. I've been eating my apple. I've been eating my breadstick. I've been eating my vegetables. And sure enough, nothing the last week. It's been actually over a week. It's probably been close to 10 days now. I have to go back and look to see when my last video was. But yeah, without any significant amount of weight loss. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to go back to what I did my last round. Protein drink, apple maybe once a day, no breadstick, no vegetables. I know, everybody's like, you need to get your vegetables in. Yeah, it's not working for me right now, so I'm putting it to the side. Maybe in a little bit I'll go back to eating my vegetables, but right now, no vegetables. So, no chicken. I don't know why. You know, I'm actually okay this round eating chicken, and like I haven't got to the point where it's like I can't handle chicken anymore. But that's what I'm going to do. Protein drink, an apple, and if I really needed a second apple. But I'm really just going to make the HCG do the work for me and not, you know, eat. And if I'm really hungry, that's when I'll have my apple. Otherwise, it's protein drink, water. And I'm going to see how that goes for the next little bit. So I did that yesterday, although I did go to dinner with some friends last night and had a good time. And we went to a sushi bar, and I had sashimi, which is raw fish, and I had tilapia sashimi for the first time. And it tastes just like regular tilapia that you cook. It was really weird. I was like, is this really not cooked? It was really good. So anyway, I had that. And I actually had tuna. I know you're not supposed to really have tuna, but I did have, because I love tuna sashimi, so I had to have a piece of tuna. So 2 little pieces of fish and water. And I had my protein drink yesterday, and that's all I had. No apple, no breadstick, no vegetables. So I get on the scale this morning. Sure enough, 266.2. Finally broke through that stupid 267.4 barrier that I could not get past for an entire week. finally. So I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I think I'm just gonna, and I feel fine today. I don't feel hungry at all. I didn't feel hungry at all yesterday. I just need to make the HCG work for me. I noticed that I hadn't been eating to protocol, not eat to protocol. I hadn't been eating to hunger. I was eating to protocol. I was eating lunchtime, let's eat. Dinner time, let's eat. And last round I'd be like, oh, I'd skip dinner. If you guys watched my videos from last time, oh, I didn't eat dinner tonight. Oh, I wasn't hungry, didn't eat dinner tonight. This time I was trying to be more like, you know what? Let me make sure I get all my nutrients in, make sure I get my 500 calories in, blah, blah, blah. Nope, it's not working right now, so that's out the window. Screw that. Going back to what worked for me before, which is eat when I'm truly hungry, and I'm gonna get my protein in, and that's it, and let it go from there and get my water in. So today it is another day at the amusement park. Yes, I love taking my daughter to the amusement park. If you guys can tell, she is really she's getting bigger and she can go on the rides now, and she's can go on some of the roller coasters. So she's really digging that now. Anyway, so me and her are going today, and it's gonna be 102 or 103 today here, and it is gonna be stinking hot, and I just need to get my water in. But as you guys know, more often than not, when I go to the amusement park, for whatever reason, even though I'm completely on protocol and I avoid all the temptations there, I either gain or don't lose. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that's what's been going on with me. Like I said, it wasn't a lot to report, just because I like to report when I'm losing. If I'm stuck, I think if I was making these videos, a lot of frustration would have come out, and I probably didn't want to go there. So just know, there are times where you're gonna be plateaued or have a hard time breaking through a weight. Just a comment, remember, this is the lowest weight that I've been at in a long, long time. 265 was my lowest weight for probably close to 12 years. And right here, right at that barrier, 267, probably very, very close to what, depending on the scale, my almost exact weight lowest that I'd been, boom, I hit a wall. So I kind of knew it was coming. It wasn't a surprise, and I knew that if I just stuck with it, that eventually the scale's going to move again. So for those of you that have a hard time, if you get frustrated a day or two of, man, I'm not losing weight, I'm not losing weight, I'm being good. It took me a week, and admittedly I did have a small little hiccup, but don't give up. Don't give up. Just stay on protocol. Your body will eventually do what it's supposed to do. And yeah, I feel bad that I did a week is worth of my time not losing. That's a long time on phase 2 if you're not losing. But in the long term, I'm doing a longer round. I'm doing 45 days. I'm still not even halfway through this round. I am 14 pounds down from my last injection weight, and I am 20 pounds down from my loading weight. So if I count my load weight, I'm still ahead of schedule, even with a week of being who knows what my body was doing. Anyway, of course, it still means, if I'm counting my last injection weight, I still have 26 pounds to go in pretty much 26 days, right? Maybe less, 25, 24 days. So, not impossible. And I really want to get there, and I'm going to stay on protocol. If I don't get there, I tried my hardest. This round has been a little harder, and, harder on the scale, yes. Not harder in, doing it, because, really, I haven't been hungry. And it's a habit now, I'm at the point where, at dinner last night, people were still like, oh, you're not going to get, because at first I wasn't going to order anything at all. I actually brought my protein shake to drink at the restaurant. And I was just going to have water and hang out. And they're like, oh, no, you need to get something. So I looked at the menu, and I found something that I could have. And so that's what I ordered, and it was okay. And But like they're not. I mean, people are to the point where they know that I'm on this diet. This week at work has been absolute crazy treat week, and I mean, our Wednesday meeting was absolutely out of control. We had kind of a party at work too, and the food was out of control. I mean, every possible bad thing that you can think of was there probably, and it was. I mean. And everybody asks, are you going to eat? I'm like, no, I'm good. I might have a strawberry. And everybody's like, oh yeah, that's right, you're on your diet. I mean, they know now. I mean, people around me know the pressure has really dropped off. And you know, patients are really asking me now, what are you doing? You're losing so much weight. Patients that I haven't seen in a long time. I ran into a patient came in that I hadn't seen in 2 years, at least 2 years, because they hadn't been at our new clinic yet. And she's like, wow, you've lost a lot of weight. I can tell from before. Now, when I was at the other clinic when we moved 2 years ago, I remember I was working out and losing weight, and the scale said 279. 279, I was in the 280s, like 284. 279 to 284 was right around that time about 2 years ago, if you guys remember my videos from before. And, Max, get down, kitty. Sorry. And she mentioned that I look a lot thinner, that she really noticed it. Now, I'm 5 pounds or 10 pounds away from that weight from before, from what those scales said. So either those scales were off, or my body composition was just looked different, something. But she noticed I had lost a lot of weight. I don't know. Maybe I was heavier than I thought I was back then. Anyway, another patient I ran into, and I had seen him about 4 months ago. He's lost about 40 pounds in the last year. I mean, went from 200 to 160 or whatever, like 190 to 150. And and he looked at me and he was so surprised. He says, "Wow, you've done really good too. You've lost weight, and I'm really proud of you," and all that other stuff. So, yeah, I'm getting the comments still all the time. So I know that I've lost weight, and so I can't get frustrated on weeks like this past week where I really don't have any significant weight loss. But I just need to keep doing what I do, and it's it's a habit now. It's not difficult. I get cravings. My cravings are not as bad as they were in my last round. My cravings last round were insane. I really don't have cravings anymore. Really don't have that much hunger. So things are going good. So I just wanted to check in. I will check in. I will definitely try to check in tomorrow morning and and let you guys know how things went. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for all the support and the comments. And I know you guys have been missing me a little bit, and just want to check back in. Everything's going okay. And we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.